Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we will be discussing the HTC One M8, which is the flagship phone for HTC from 2014. As we all know now that the HTC One M9 is available to buy, and that is the current flagship phone for HTC. So now that raises two questions for most potential buyers who do not want to splash too much money and are still interested in buying the One M8. Number one, how is the Lollipop update settling on the HTC One M8? And number two, is the One M8 still worth buying over the M9? If you don't want to see this video for longer, then in short I would say the answer to both the questions is yes. The HTC One M8 is still going very good with the Lollipop update, and also it is still worth buying over the M9 now that is quite cheaper to buy on contract and SIM free as well. Okay, so let's first of all start with the design statics. Now I've had this phone for almost a year now, in fact over a year. I got this on my last birthday, which is in March, and I just had it just over a year, and so far I've been very happy with the phone as far as the design is concerned. I have to admit, I've been keeping the phone all this time in a case, so I've really looked after it, and as you can see in the video, there are no scratches on the back or on the side of the phone. So if you're careful like me and you keep your phone protected and use it carefully and make sure you put a case on the phone at all times, then I'm pretty sure that this phone will last you for a very long time to come. It's made from aluminium metal construction, and as you all know, is one of the most premium Android handsets that were available in 2014, and still it's a pleasure to own this phone even in 2015. So design wise, I think the phone has done really well, apart from one scratch that I had on the left hand side. I don't know if you can see that in the video. There you go, by the screen on the edges, and that was my own fault because I was trying to put the phone in a tripod, and mistakenly it got stuck in the tripod, and I had a few scratches on the screen on the left hand side just there. But apart from that, and that was my own fault basically, but apart from that, the phone has been rock solid, and as far as design is concerned, it has done pretty well so far. And after using it for 1 year, there's been no issues with the phone whatsoever. In terms of holding the phone in your hands, I still think that phone is a bit on the slippery side, especially if you're out and about and your hands are a bit dry. The phone has the tendency to slip. But if you are indoors and if you got a bit of sweat on your hands, then the phone will grip pretty nicely in your hands. So it's not too bad as far as that is concerned. So in terms of holding the phone in your hand, I think it's a bit slippery, and I would strongly advise to buy a case for the phone if you wish to buy the phone now. And the overall design is very nice. The body is beautifully built, and you have got this nice concave shape. It takes the shape of your palm at the back, so it's quite comfortable to hold as long as you can grip the phone, and it's not too bad to actually have it in your hands. But like I said, because the phone is a bit on the slippery side, and you got these nice metal chamfered edges on the left and right, so they actually sometimes tend to slip out of your hands, and you can actually end up the phone getting out of your hands and falling on the ground. So I would advise to buy a case for the phone if you wish to buy the phone. This is one of the cons obviously in the design, that is slippery, and I'm afraid there's nothing much we can do about it. But like I said, I've had the phone for over a year. I've enjoyed it. I've had a nice case on it as well, so that's why I've been able to enjoy the phone factor and also the beautiful design of the HTC One M8. Now when it comes to performance, the phone recently had the Lollipop update released by HTC about just over a month ago, and I've been using the phone ever since then, and Lollipop has really settled well on this phone. I know you guys must have been hearing a lot about the Lollipop update on Nexus devices excuse me, on other devices, on many more devices, and Lollipop have been having a lot of problems on, especially on Nexus devices and other devices as well. But on the HTC One M8, I have to say this is one of the very few Lollipop updates on a third-party vendor where it has really settled down really well. The performance has been rock solid, there's been no lag, no delays, and the phone has really taken Lollipop on board like nothing else. So if you have a look and see, I'll move around the menus and stuff. As you can see, every tap has been still registered as if the phone was brand new. Opening the messages up, everything opens very quickly. The phone dialer through the phone book. So whatever you do in the phone is still super smooth. And this is really nice on HTC because they really worked hard on the Lollipop update, and they made sure that the phone actually did not compromise on performance whatsoever. So no matter what you do, like I said, whether you open the messages, whether you go in your settings, tap on the phone, just is so responsive that it's I'm very happy to see that even after a year, the phone is still rock solid, and the performance is very smooth indeed. No matter what you do with the phone, you play games, you go on the browser, even if you pinch and zoom on the browser, you see on Chrome the performance is really nice. And it is very heartening to see that when people like, for instance, myself, when I want to when I like a phone, I want to keep that phone for a long period of time. And I think HTC One M8 is one of those phones that even if you invest in this in 2015, I'm pretty sure for the next couple of years you'll be more than happy with the phone if HTC keep on checking out nice updates and making sure that there are no issues with Lollipop whatsoever. So I cannot say any more much, to be honest. As far as I'm concerned, the phone has been rock solid, and with 5.0.1 Lollipop update and HTC Sense version 6, the phone has performed really well. I'm sure the phone will be updated to 5.0.2 or 5.1 Android in near future. And it will also have the new HTC Sense 7 update coming up on the M8 as well. HTC have already officially announced that the Sense 7 update will definitely be released on the HTC One M8, which the M9 comes pre-installed already with. So sooner or later you will have the HTC Sense 7 update, and that will, I'm sure, make the phone look more or less like the M9. So guys, in terms of design and performance, the phone has done really well. Now the big question is, and I'm sure a lot of people are interested in this one, is how's the battery life been on Lollipop? Well, I have decided to do a separate video on Lollipop, which I will be uploading in the next few days, but in short, I've taken a couple of screenshots and I can actually show you how the battery life has been so far. Like for instance, yesterday I had the phone all day long without no charging. As you can see, I had the Wi-Fi on and I really pushed the phone all day long, and it came to 18%, and still I took it off charger since on yesterday morning just before 5 o'clock, as you can see in the video, and it gave up on me the next day around 1 o'clock. So this really is beautiful. I mean, it was able to spend the whole day on single charge and then take me to the next day, and if I was to go any further, it would have been giving me a couple of more hours as well. So the phone is capable of giving you around 4 hours of screen on time, and it can last you pretty much all day, as long as you're not gaming, obviously, or streaming. So the battery on Lollipop has been really well so far. I've been very happy with it, and if you guys are planning to buy this phone, and as soon as you get it out of the box, I'm sure you'll get the Lollipop update. I can assure you that the HTC One M8 on Lollipop will not suffer with the battery life. Battery life has been really good. Okay, another thing that I've been really impressed with is actually the BoomSound speakers. Even though the HTC had several updates, One M8 had several updates over the last few months, including the Lollipop update, but the sound from speakers has been really well. And every day I swear to God, I'm not lying about this. Every single day with this phone, with those speakers, I've been enjoying it for every single day. Every time I've been a bit bored of the phone, I've gone back to my audio tracks, played a track on the phone, and the BoomSounds actually have grabbed me back onto the phone. So it's difficult to explain on video how do you feel, but if you are a person who likes your music and videos, I tell you what, these speakers will keep you in with the phone for a very long time to come. There's no handset in the market still, even with the new Galaxies and the other Apple iPhones and everything. No other phone can still compete with the speakers on the HTC One M8 and the M9. So let me just quickly play a track for you guys, just to show you, still, even with the Lollipop update, speakers have been rock solid. As you can see, the sound, I'm not too sure if you can hear it properly on the camera, but to me they are still very loud, and the sound is absolutely brilliant. The bass is nice, the treble is nice, and the sound, even at max volumes, it doesn't get distorted. And I think HTC have done a brilliant job. And then on the M9, I think they also have the Dolby surround sound on the phone as well, which is even better. And if I get hold of an HTC One M9, I will definitely put a test with the M8 on the speakers and will show you guys. Okay, now let's talk about the last thing, which is the camera. Now, this was the only con in the HTC One M8. I have to admit the camera wasn't the strongest. It was a 4 ultra megapixel camera, which I can show you at the back of the phone. There we go, and it's got a depth of field sensor on top, and it also has a 5 megapixel front facing camera as well, which has been average so far as I'm concerned. But to be honest about the camera, I would say that if you're the sort of person who wants to take, you know, just normal regular photos and upload them on Google Plus or Facebook or social media, like for instance Twitter or Instagram, I would say this camera is still more than enough. The thing I like about the camera is that it's very fast to focus and it quickly takes a photo. And I know that people have been complaining about not having enough megapixels on the camera, but in my opinion, as long as you're watching your pictures on an iPad or an Android tablet or on a phone, the pictures have got more than enough resolution and they'll be not too bad. But if you're looking to zoom these pictures, say up on a big telly or on a big monitor, then you'll definitely see the pixels. So in that department, I would say when it comes to zooming in the pictures and trying to put them on a bigger display or trying to print them out from a photo printer, then you will obviously be disappointed. But for basic general use, taking quick photos and, you know, uploading them on Facebook and social media websites, I am pretty sure you'll be more than happy with the phone, even though the depth of sensor is a bit on the gimmicky side. But I still believe that a lot of people will enjoy the depth of field sensor along with the 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera. The good thing is at least we have dual tone flash here, so your photos will even come nice on night time. But my personal favorite on the camera is the speed of the camera. The camera takes pictures really quick. Now let me take a quick photo to show you guys how quickly the phone can take the photo. So for instance, there you go. It literally takes like less than a second before the phone takes a picture, and the picture is not too bad at all. Now let me show you in the gallery, and if you see now, the quality of the photo is actually not too bad. It's reasonable, like I said. As long as you wing it on the phone, it's more than enough and you will not feel it. But if you try to zoom the same picture on a big TV or a big monitor, then I'm sure you will see the pixels. But as long as your pictures are on the phone and on an iPad, on a tablet, this picture quality, in my opinion, is personally more than enough, and you do not need any more. So camera for basic use is not too bad, and with Lollipop it's still is rock solid and it's performing really well. So all in all, I think this phone is still a rock solid performer. This is phone of the year 2014, and if you wish to buy this phone now, I think it's a great bargain. You can get for half the price of when it got released originally. I think around $350 you can buy this phone for now, even in some cases cheaper as well if you look around on the internet. So the two questions which I initially raised in this video: number one, is this phone worth buying over the M9? I would say yes, it is indeed. You will have a very pleasurable, rock solid experience from the HTC One M8. And the second question was, is the Lollipop settling down well on the M8? Yes, as I just showed you, the performance has been rock solid, the camera has been good, the speakers are brilliant, and the overall performance on the phone is not too bad. Everything is still running very smoothly, and anybody who wishes to invest in this phone will be very happy with the Lollipop update on the HTC One M8. So guys, this was a quick review of the HTC One M8 after 1 year, and in my opinion, it's still worth spending money, your hard-earned cash, on the HTC One M8, and I'm sure you will not be disappointed. Guys, please do stay tuned in. I've got more videos coming up on the Galaxy S6 Edge, also on the Moto 360. There'll be lots of videos in the next few weeks to come, so stay tuned and please subscribe as it helps the channel. If you like my video, please guys give it a thumbs up, and if you got any questions regarding the HTC One M8, the performance, the battery, the camera, anything which you can think of which you're not too sure of, please feel free to ask them in the comment section, and I will be more than happy to help you guys with whatever I can. And I will see you guys in the next video.